Okay, so let's create a new world. And as always, start off by punching a few trees. Okay, now let's gather a bunch of wood for our starter house. So for the first night, this will probably do. Okay, so now that our starter house is done, I will do some mining off camera. So yes, I am back. I did some mining and building off camera, and I will soon show you. So yeah, as you can see, not that much. I just got the basic gear, like not too crazy stuff, and yeah, also built a few like small new houses, but as you can see, not too much. And also, yeah, I didn't quite like the terrain, so I started building some little custom terrain over here. But as always, not too much for the first episode, you know, just keeping it simple. Okay, so now jokes aside, this actually is my 5-year-old world that I created in 2019. So yeah, this is not just a world that I created and did some mining and building off camera. No, this is actually a pretty old world, and I decided to start making YouTube videos about the progress of me building this in this world. However, since I prefer playing in one world over a longer period of time, instead of creating a new world every time I want to start a new project, yeah, I decided to actually play in this world. So about a week ago, I decided to go back to this world, which I lastly played in 1.16, I guess. And yeah, I built this little town area. I wanted to go for like a little harbor over here. So these are like houses like in Amsterdam or Copenhagen, and also a little bit of custom terrain over here. Okay, but that's enough of the backstory of this world. Now I want to focus on what I am envisioning in this video. So I don't like the way that this terrain suddenly ends over here, and all you can see from this side is like a huge floating area. So yeah, I want to connect the terrain that is coming up here to the ground. So yeah, it will probably go out until here or so and will connect up there. However, the mountain I won't yet focus on. And then, depending on how much time I've got, I will maybe build like another house over here or a farm over there. Yeah, but let's first remove this building. So now that this mess is cleaned up, let's start with a time lapse. So sadly, my audio got lost on this clip, but as you can see, the cliff is done. I only just fixed up a few spaces where I thought this doesn't look really natural, but other than that, the cliff's done. So you can now really see that the cliff spans from the one end to the other and doesn't just randomly end. And I also made a little cliffside connecting the upper terrain to the beach. And yes, so as you can see, this part is not completely done, but soon this will also connect to the ground, and then you won't be able to see that the terrain is flying after some time, which is exactly what I wanted to achieve. But as you can see in this area, there's still a bit of stone, so I quickly replaced that with grass. Okay, so going AFK while building is not really a great idea. And this guy over there wants to tell you a story that happened while building this terrain. But let's move on from the incident that happened with these guys. And I want to show you the plans that I have for this. So, as you can see, the terrain in this area is done and also right over here. But you can also see that there are a few gaps that still need to be filled in. So this is what I'm going to do next. And then after that, maybe I will go back to this area, add maybe a few buildings over there, one or two, or maybe I will add some farmland with wheat, carrots, or whatever over here. And it's done. So I didn't record this part because I thought that would be way too many time lapses for one video, but yeah. Now let's probably light up the area below here before any mobs start spawning. Okay, I can already see a few over there, and I dropped down at some point, which yeah caused this explosion right here. But you won't be able to see this anyways, so it doesn't matter at all. Maybe one last torch over here. Now this should be spawn proof. So now with that out of the way, I want to focus on actually building one or two more houses in this area. I did not yet decide where exactly it's going to be, but probably since the city is growing from this area, maybe about there and there. But yeah, I will decide shortly. And what's pretty funny is that these are all the grass blocks that I still have. Okay, so while gathering the resources for my build, I realized something. First of all, I'm pretty much completely out of mangrove wood, which is not really good, so I will need to gather a little bit of that, but yeah, you all know how annoying this wood is to farm. And also, I don't have any bamboo planks. Yeah, the problem is this world is rather old and I didn't play the newer versions that much, so yeah, let's hope that I do have some bamboo in my storage area, which I also don't know where it would be, but yeah, let's search for it. Okay, so it turns out that I don't have any bamboo in this area, so yeah, this storage system was built in like 1.16, I guess, so a bunch of blocks didn't even exist. Deep slate? No. Bamboo? Well, actually yes, but you didn't need that much bamboo since it only was used for smelting items and yeah, there was no bamboo wood for building, so yeah, I guess I will need to make a new bamboo farm or something like that. Maybe I will just plant a few down and bone meal them to grow and then harvest them manually. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to do that for the future. But yeah, so for now it will probably be enough to just harvest a bit of bamboo manually. Okay, so I bone mealed this row once and now let's just plant a bunch more of these rows so that, yeah, I can maybe get enough bamboo for at least this building. But yeah, this surely won't be enough for the future. So yeah, an automatic farm would be a much better idea, but I guess this will do for now. And yeah, I will see you when I have enough bamboo gathered. Okay, so after a few minutes of harvesting bamboo, this is what I got. Oh, pretty much exactly 2 stacks of bamboo. That's great. I don't need those ones. And yeah, now it's probably enough for building. If I need more, I will come back to it. But yeah, I have actually not really thought of how the building is supposed to look like. but I guess it will be right about here, so I don't need this shulker. You go over there. Then my stones and woods go here, and I don't need you. So I was thinking maybe some grayish stones in the bottom area, then maybe in the higher areas like up there I would put the bamboo, and then if there's like a little area right below the roof I would use some diorite and calcite. But let's start by building the shape. So now the shape is done. It's just a simple rectangle. I think this is 7 blocks and this is 11, but I'm not quite sure. And then I also added this square right here. Maybe this will be like something similar to this over there, although this is a smithing area or a stone cutting area. This will rather just be a small shack that is attached to the house. But yeah, so let's get to building the first floor. Okay, so this wall is pretty much done now, but yeah, I'm still not quite sure what I want to do with this area right here. So I will just, yeah, leave the markings here and maybe start with the second layer of the house. So yeah, maybe some spruce pillars, I guess, that are coming out right here and over a block, so that the second layer of the house is one block further to the front. So something like this. So how does it look? Yeah, I kind of like it. So if there's a few trapdoors like below there, this might look pretty good. But of course I will use a few other blocks in there so that it doesn't look as plain. Okay, so after I figured out how you craft the bamboo mosaic, I will probably just mix in a few of those. Maybe I will need a few more. So yeah, bamboo mosaic. Now I can put a few of those inside of there just so it looks a bit different and the texture is not so plain. Just adding a few over there, maybe one over there. And this would be it for this side. Maybe there a little window. And now with this wall finished, can probably start with the roof design. And yeah, as I already said, I wanted to use mangrove wood, and this is for the roof, and let's see how far this will get us. And I can already see it won't be that far. So yeah, few stairs, and yeah, that won't cut it. And yeah, as you can see, this is all that is left. And yeah, I've completely run out of mangrove wood, so I guess I will have to go chop a few trees. Okay, so while I was trying to grab the saplings, or propagule as they are called, I realized I still have a bit of mangrove wood, and since I hate chopping the wood, I will, just use up this wood, and then whenever I need it next, I will probably then have to chop a few trees, but for now, this will surely be enough. Okay, you've got to be kidding me. So I ran out one slab short. But yeah, I will... Maybe I have one? No, there's none. So yeah, 6 more crafted just to place one over there. And yeah, so the roof should be done now. I quite like it. So let's add in this area. And I said I wanted to try a more whiter look with some calcite and diorite. So let's try it out. Let's stack up there. And for this I am trying to go for like a little bit of shading. So yeah, this is like the area where the sun doesn't really reach, because yeah, in this area the sun is coming from... Oh, I realized I did it there as well, and yeah, the sun is coming from... Wait, let's see. From where does the sun come? Okay, the sun comes from this direction, so yeah, it should be the exact opposite. So yeah, putting the diorite on this side. So yeah, this would be the area where the sun doesn't reach, since yeah, there's a roof over it. So yeah, this would be the dark area, and this is a little bit brighter because yeah, the sun can reach past the roof and over there. And let's do the same on the other side, where I probably won't even need to stack up, because yeah, this area is pretty much on the ground level. Yeah, this works out. Maybe like this. Yeah, I quite like it. So I should probably do a few details and also work on this little area. But yeah, let's put away the blocks that I don't need anymore. So yeah, in this area I was thinking maybe we try a different color for the roof. So this is just like a shack that someone built onto the house. So yeah, let's start right over here, and maybe we will go a little bit down from here, add a few trapdoors over there, and then maybe come down to here. And so this would be like a little working area. I know this looks weird right now, but as soon as I have something else in, this might probably look pretty decent. So yeah, let's make a support beam over here, and I don't like that it's going up immediately, so maybe just rather add a stair over there and there. Yeah, I prefer that. And now this could be some kind of working area, so maybe push this back even a little bit further, so that we have more space to work with. So maybe like that. So yeah, I start liking this a little bit more. I added a few beehives over there, a barrel or two, and a composter. So yeah, maybe if I do add like a little bit of a bush over here, just a small one. This might give it... Yeah, this gives it a little bit more color, and maybe... maybe I will get a few oak bushes over there, because they are not as vibrant as the azalea leaves. And yeah, in this area I'm not quite finished, I guess. Maybe stone cutter over here would be great. Yeah, I think this adds to it a little bit. I don't want it to be too crowded, so I think I quite like this area, even though this guy also has a stone cutter, but it doesn't matter. I see you. I probably have to sleep. There are monsters nearby, probably under the terrain. So yeah, can I sleep over here? You're not a monster, right? Okay, so maybe I will add a few more details over there. Maybe a few trapdoors. Let's get up there. Just to break up the line over there. So yeah, this looks pretty decent. I prefer it if it's not like a straight line, but rather has a little curve in it. The downside is I can't plant any flower pots over there, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. And yeah, this wall looks pretty plain, not as much details as this one, but I think that's fine. I probably don't even want to have too many details on this. Sometimes it's better to leave a wall a little bit less detailed, otherwise your city might look a bit crowded and yeah, just overworked. However, this area does not yet have a shack, so this looks pretty plain. But maybe just a few leaves will work on this side, because I plan on building a few more buildings along this line, so yeah, you won't be able to see it from the most angles, only if you are walking like right by here. But then if I put down a few leaves down here, maybe like that, your focus point is torn to this area, and yeah, if you just quickly walk by, you won't even realize that this wall is not really detailed. And yeah, if now there's another building like starting right here, then you won't even be able to see it, since from here the leaves block the view anyway. And yeah, if you really are looking for it, you can of course see it, but yeah, who's gonna look that close on your buildings, right? And now only thing left is to do the interiors, but yeah, I don't do interiors. I don't really care that often. Maybe at some point I will start making all the interiors of my houses, but usually it's just making a floor. Okay, so I will add in a few windows afterwards, but I still think that there should be a little bit more detail on these areas, so I think the spruce fences are maybe a bit too much of spruce, but well, I think might actually work. I was thinking about adding like some walls, some andesite walls or so, but I think these fences were great, since yeah, I didn't use too much wood for the detailing. I just yes, add a few pillars over there and a few trapdoors, a few stairs and planks. So yeah. But now one thing to do is to add the pathway over to this area. Maybe rather a bit like that. And then do I still have any slabs? No, I don't, but I can always make a few more. This should be enough. And yeah, I'm not quite sure, maybe... I think I like this better. Actually, I didn't need those two, but I have a data pack that lets me uncraft it into the blocks again, so yeah. And then there will be a path going in this area, which I plotted out with these, yeah, andesite blocks. But yeah, that will do it for this building. Maybe I will add a few grass bushes over here. Yeah, this already gives it a little bit more life. And yeah, so maybe some over there as well. Like in the areas where they didn't care too much to remove the grass. But this looks quite nice. Yeah, maybe I will just place down this crafting table. So yeah, now interior is done. Finished. There's a barrel and a crafting table. This has to be enough. Goodbye. Forever. Okay, maybe at some point I will come back and do the interiors. I mean, I did kind of some interior in these rooms, but yeah, this place is pretty empty. But over here, I think it's looking quite nice. I still have to put some plants into those, but yeah, I probably will forget about it as well. And then there's a few barrels. Yeah, so if I ever need to store something from the masons, I can just store it inside there. Then this house completely empty. I should probably put a torch down there. Yeah, this house, it doesn't even have any windows. I just put it down and left forever. And yeah, this is also just some minor interior decoration in this house, just for the villagers that I put here. And if you're wondering why I have so many cartographers, it's because they were cured twice, which worked in older versions, and now they buy glass paints for 1 emerald, so 1 for 1. And as you know, librarians can sell glass. So yeah, this is, I think, 1 emerald into glass converts to about 11 emeralds from these guys. So yeah, this is pretty much just emerald duplicating. But yeah, it also gives you a lot of XP, which I probably might even use right now to repair my shovel. So yeah, just trade a little bit with these guys and then go back to the crafting table, get a bunch of glass paints, trade with these guys, and at some point your tools will be repaired. And also not all the XP is coming out of their little area, so I have to actually stand above these areas for a short while, and then all the XP will come out. And my shovel is already repaired, so let's do the same with the pickaxe. So after I've shown you my amazing interiors, yeah, I know, they are so great, and yeah, this will be such a great interior as well at some point, yeah, surely. Yeah, this is now a new building in this town. And yeah, I sadly did not manage to build a second one in the time, since yeah, the bamboo incident, I had to grind some of those as well, and also the custom terrain took a bit longer than I expected. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with what I achieved. So yeah, this city is coming together, yeah, quite quickly, and at some point I will probably have this entire area covered in houses, and this, yeah, I'm already looking forward to it. So this is the end of the episode. So if you enjoyed watching, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Goodbye! So I actually have one final question for you guys. So these are some pictures from some areas in my world that I didn't show in this video. So if you guys want to see a world tour, just leave a comment down below and I will make a separate video showcasing the entire world.